NCWLIFE Channel Sports is proud to bring you the following presentation.
14-footer, good. Big bucket for Eastmont.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Abby's Pizza, Biosports Physical Therapy, Clean Connection, Coldwell Banker Cascade, Confluence Health, Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, Global Car Care, Harvest Valley Pest Control, Highlander Golf Course and Grill, Kennedy Real Estate Group, Les Schwab, Sangster Motors, Save Mart, Together for You, and TC Slingers. Now let's go to the gym for live coverage of high school sports on your local TV station, the NCWLIFE Channel.
Sean Garth with the drive and the shot.
Nice shot to the basket. Big Nine basketball tonight. It's the 2A Othello Huskies in town to take on the Eastmont Wildcats in doubleheader action tonight. The girls team comes in with an 0-2 mark so far on the season. The Eastmont ladies lost to Hanford back in late November by a score of 78-66, and then to Ellensburg late in the month as well by a score of 64-34. Meanwhile, Othello also comes in. They do have a 1-1 overall record. They did defeat the Wenatchee Panthers at home big time by a final of 79-14, and then lost last Friday to Wapato, the final in that one, 55-39. Let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups, beginning with the Lady Wildcats. Emma Bergen, the starting tonight. She is a senior guard. Noelia Johnson also starts tonight, only a freshman. Can't wait to see her play tonight. Tamron Heimbanger is a forward, a junior, along with Elizabeth Hines, who was just a fantastic freshman player last year for these Wildcats. She's a sophomore. And rounding out the starting five for Kashawn Williams, the head coach, is Bella Otterstetter. She's a sophomore and post player. Hurt tonight, and this is pretty big for the Wildcats. Lainey Schmaltzer is out of the lineup. She's a senior tonight, as well as Maddie Bonnewell. She is a freshman, and both those players will be out of the lineup. Now for the visiting Othello Huskies, Ruby Mondragon, a senior. She's a 5'8 forward. Brianna Andrade, also a senior. She's 5'8 and a forward. One of the guards, Annalie Coronado, 5'10 senior. Also Riley Farman is a 5'6 junior. She's a guard. And rounding out the starting lineup is Emmy Pruneda, a 5'9 sophomore. Once again, head coach of the Othello Huskies is Adolfo Coronado. And great to have you along here on the NCWLIFE Channel tonight. I'm Grant Olson, and I'll be taking you through these double headers tonight with the visiting 2A Othello Huskies out of the CWAC taking on the Eastmont Wildcats. And this should be a good one. Othello, as I mentioned, did play Wenatchee, and that was last Thursday. The Othello girls handily beat the Wenatchee girls, and then in the boys game, it was Othello over Wenatchee in that one too. We will take a break for our national anthem, and we'll come back for the tip. It's Othello and Eastmont on the NCWLIFE Channel right after this.
I believe we've been coming to Abby's for 56 years, isn't it?
Yes,
Yeah.
56 years.
Remembering all the events as a family and a community that we spent at Abby's.
Excellent and delicious food at an affordable price. We're delighted that we live close enough to be able to be a frequent customer.
And we are.
And we are. In fact, we've got orders to bring home a giant pizza when we leave here tonight.
If you could live anywhere, where would it be? And what would it be like? With today's home values, this is the perfect time to sell and make those dreams real. When you work with a world-class agent at Coldwell Banker, you benefit from trusted guidance and our revolutionary seller's assurance program to make your home sale more rewarding than ever. So it really is true. Your dreams don't have to be just dreams.
The newest generation of GMC Sierra pickups offer the most advanced technology, the strongest selection of powertrain, and everything else you need to work hard, play hard, and explore the boundaries of the Wenatchee Valley and beyond. Take a look at the latest, most luxurious and durable trucks on the market.
You will see why GMC is not your grandfather's pickup.
You want to bet, kid?
All right, we we are back courtside, just about ready to start our non-league game, the Othello Huskies and the Eastmont Wildcats. Doubleheader action, and great to have you along tonight on this Tuesday night of basketball on the NCWLIFE Channel. Eastmont in their home whites with red numbers trimmed in blue along the tops and bottoms as well, while Othello in their away reds with black numbers trimmed in white. Both teams take to the court, and we are just about ready to bat for basketball here on the NCWLIFE Channel. Great to have you folks along on Facebook tonight as well. In the center circle for the Wildcats is Tamron Heimbinger. She is a junior, and she will be jumping up. Let's see that number. Number 50, I don't have. All right, ball is in the air, and the tip is controlled by the Wildcats. And bringing it down court is Otterstetter. Nice right-handed dribble, stopped at the baseline, now to the right elbow. Here's a drive off the glass, no good. And the rebound into the hands of the Huskies. Quickly down court for the Huskies, Annalie Coronado. Right side shot taken. Riley Farman is no good. Rebound to Hines inside, and the lefty brings it down that left side. Kicks it out in the wing. Noella Johnson takes the shot in and out, no good. Rebound by Brianna Andrade, and the Huskies back down the other way quickly. I believe that is number 50 is Pruneda. Let's see how this works out. Ruby Mondragon now. We'll figure this out. Out to, I believe it's Pruneda. Almost a steal there. And now it's Coronado at the free throw line. Double teamed. Right side to Mondragon. Flips it out. Coronado with it. Now left side shot taken as the shot clock winds down. It's Andrade, no good. And the rebound into the hands of the Wildcats. It's Elizabeth Hines. As I mentioned, great ball handler. Drives to the basket. Shot is good. Elizabeth Hines, the first two of the night, and the Wildcats lead it. Here early on, Coronado now in a bit of trouble inside to Farman. Turnaround jumper partially blocked and into the hands of the Wildcats and Otterstetter. She's going to take it all the way to the basket, and then Mondragon, or I should say Coronado, blocks the shot, and we've got a foul on the floor. Let's see who this is on. It'll be on Bella Otterstetter, our first foul of the ball game. And it will be Othello basketball. Annalie Coronado, the senior at 5'10", guard. She'll bring it in and runs the show for these Huskies. Here's Andrade with it now. Near side Coronado. Holds it above her head, back out top of the key. On the baseline, shot taken. Andrade, good. Outside, here's Hines now. Nice fake inside, off the glass, no foul. Gets her own rebound, kicks it out. Shot's going to be taken this time. Emma Bergen short off the front of the rim, and Coronado the rebound. Outlet to Andrade, back to Coronado. Across the timeline, Eastmont 2-3 zone defense here in this first quarter. Now at the elbows, Coronado. Shot taken, that's Andrade, two-pointer, it's good. And Eastmont wants to call timeout. 5:29 left to go here in the first quarter. It is Othello 4 and Eastmont 2. We're back here in 30 seconds.
You've got a lot to do today. While you're out and about, remember to dispose of your unused medications safely and anonymously. It's a simple act that makes your home a safer place. Next time you're at the pharmacy, just place them in the drop box. To find a location, visit medproject.org.
All right, we are back courtside here at Eastmont High School. Early going, first quarter. It's Othello 4 and Eastmont 2. It will be Wildcat basketball. As we come out of the timeout, here comes Elizabeth Hines across the half-court stripe. Zone defense by Othello to begin this game as well. Bounce pass on the baseline. kick back out, almost stolen away, and it does go out of bounds off a Husky, and it will be Eastmont basketball. Emma Bergen brings it in for Eastmont. Now it's Hines, 5:12 left to go first quarter. Hines left-handed dribble. Lob pass to the left side, back to Hines. She's going to put up a three, too hard off the back of the rim, no good. Ball is on the floor. We got a pushing foul from behind. There's a reason she's on the floor, and Emma Bergen charged with that foul, and that's 2 team fouls now on the Wildcats. Back come the Huskies down the court. Right side, Stephanie Gonzalez. Now top key is Annalie Coronado. Right-handed dribble with Hines on her. Kick out to Mondragon. And then it's back to Coronado. Underneath, Mondragon, give and go, nicely done. Couldn't get it to fall, though, and a jump ball is called. An alternating possession here early on will go to the Huskies. 4:39 now left first quarter, still 4-2. Gonzalez will bring it in for Othello. Now it's Coronado, a bomb three, good. That was downtown, folks, and it's 7-2, Othello on top. Back the other way come the Wildcats. It's Hines with the pass to Otterstetter. Now baseline shot, well short there by Noelia Johnson, and the rebound into the hands of the Huskies. Back the other way, it's Annalie Coronado running the offense here. 5'10" senior guard in a bit of trouble now. Lob pass to the free throw line, and it's Andre. Underneath, nice pass to Gonzalez off the glass, good. 9-2 the score. Othello with a 7-point lead now. Eastmont with it, forcing her way in there is Tamron Heimbinger. And she will draw the Othello foul. This one is on Stephanie Gonzalez. That's the first team foul on the Othello Huskies here in this first half. Free throw on the way, good. So Tamron Heimbinger makes the first one. Substitution into the lineup now for Othello, Ruby Trinidad, a 4'11" senior. Second free throw in and out this time for Heimbinger. Fight for the rebound, and it's off a Husky, and it will remain Eastmont basketball. A bit of a break there for Eastmont as they will get a fresh shot clock as well. Emma Bergen will bring it in for Eastmont. 3:44 left first quarter. Substitutions into the lineup. Anna Klinkenberg will check in, and also checking in off the bench is Kylie Weems, the senior guard. Here's Berggren now to bring it in for Eastmont. Looks for some help, finds Otterstetter. She's going to put up the long shot, no good. Nice job blocking out by the Huskies by Mondragon. And back down court, it's Coronado. Approaching 3.5 minutes now left first quarter. Coronado, man-to-man defense now for Eastmont. There's the dump pass, Gonzalez inside. Nice give and go, Coronado and Gonzalez, and it's an Eastmont foul. And that's Emma Berggren, and that's her second personal foul, and now the third team foul on Eastmont here in the first half. Free throw is good. 10-3 our score, 7-point lead. Pruneda with that free throw. So Pruneda a 2, and now a free throw misses the second. We've got a lane violation, and it will be Eastmont basketball. Okay, we got it. 3:22 left to go first quarter. 10-3, Othello on top as Hines brings it across the timeline for the Wildcats. Left-handed dribble, dumps it left side. It's Heimbinger in some trouble. Then it's stolen away by Pruneda. Down court, and we've got a reach-in foul as Pruneda made her way down court. This foul is on Bella Otterstetter. That's number 2 on her. So both Emma Bergen and Bella Otterstetter, 2 personal fouls and 14 fouls now for Eastmont. Othello, Coronado, another bomb. It's no good Mondragon runs it down. Now to Trinidad, back out top of the key. Here's a shot taken. Andre, 3, good. 7 points for Andre here in this first quarter. It's a 10-point lead.
We're going that way. Mouse ran 4, ran through the screen.
And we've got a foul here on Coronado, Annalie Coronado, and that's team foul number 2 on Othello. 2:43 left to go, first quarter. Weems will bring it in for the Eastmont Wildcats. Lots of experience on the Wildcats. A lot of these girls have been playing since they were freshmen. Here's the shot taken. Boy, it was a tough shot too, and Otterstetter draws that foul, but that was a tough shot just outside the key. Trinidad with that foul, and that's her first. So 3 team fouls now on Othello here in this first half. And that sends Otterstetter to the free throw line. Right-handed shooter, too hard on the first one, no good. No points yet for the sophomore, and she'll get another one here. 13-3, Othello on top by 10. Otterstetter's second one is good. 2 free throws and a field goal for the Wildcats. That's it so far this quarter in his 13-4 ball game. Back the other way, it's Bruneta. Now back out Coronado top of the key. Eastmont slides back into that zone defense. Now to Trinidad, into the key. Coronado, nice head fake, left hand, good. She has 5 here in this quarter, and it's 15-4. Here's Otterstetter, nice ball handling to Hines. Now back out to Hines on that left side, gonna drive, puts up the shot, partially blocked, I think, and Othello comes up with the ball. Right-handed dribble, it's Coronado. Underneath, and can't handle it, but 3 is no good, and the rebound underneath the Otterstetter. We've got an injured player out here. Let's see, I think it's Tamron Heimbinger. Substitute will quickly come off the bench. It looks like it's Amelia Hardy. Heimbinger will have to come off the floor here. I'm not sure what happened. There was an injury timeout while the officials and the team medical staff can work on Heimbinger a little bit. There is a 30-second timeout, and I do want to thank the people that bring you the broadcast, and that includes Highlander Golf Course and Grill. Plan your next tournament and event today. Call their pro shop today to schedule your time on the Full Swing S4 widescreen golf simulator. Highlander phone number 509-884-4653.
In the game for the Wildcats, Billy Johnson.
So it will be Eastmont basketball after the injury timeout as Weems brings it into Hines. Noella Johnson returns. Layup by Johnson is good. And it's 15-6 as Coronado comes back the other way for the Huskies. Right-handed dribble. Kicks it out. Andre, 3-pointer, good. How about Brianna Andre here in this first quarter with 10 points. And it's 18-6 Huskies. Now Otterstetter knocked to the floor by Andre, and that'll be her first foul. So both teams now with 4 team fouls here in this first half. Eastmont side out. Inbounds, it's Bella Otterstetter, the sophomore. Crossover dribble, drives to the baseline, keeps her dribble alive, and that's so important when you drive down to that baseline. Johnson now to Hines. To Weems, cross court near side, it's Otterstetter. Stops, and it's blocked by Andre from behind, and it goes out of bounds and will remain Eastmont basketball. Nice defense there by the 5'8" senior. Eastmont with 9 seconds on the shot clock here to work with. Weems will bring it in. Otterstetter sets inside the 3-point mark, and it's good. 18-8 our score. 42 seconds left in the first quarter. Andre now top of the key. There's Coronado. Great ball handler, left side to Trinidad, back out top of the key. It's Farman to Andre, back over to Coronado. Coronado with Hines on her, kind of clears the traffic a little bit, drives down wide open underneath was Farman, couldn't hang on to it. And that'll be a turnover on Othello here in this first half. Both teams with only 2 turnovers here in this half. 18-8, shot clock off. Eastmont can work for the last shot here. 10 seconds left to go in the period. Underneath, and then it's thrown away by Hines. Right into the hands of the Huskies. 3 seconds. Andre sets up for the shot at the buzzer. Off the rim, no good. And that's how our quarter ends. After 1 here at Eastmont High School, it's Othello 18 and Eastmont 8. Second quarter action coming your way in 60 seconds.
You don't have to be a member to enjoy the view and dine in style at Highlander Bar and Grill, located in East Wenatchee. Highlander Golf Course has added 2 state-of-the-art full swing simulators. Food and drink service is available from our full-service bar and grill, offering breakfast, lunch, and dinner 7 days a week. Indoor and outdoor seating available. Call Shalane, our on-site coordinator, to schedule your special event.
I'm Brian Thorpe, and I'm proud to say that Global Car Care is growing. We always do the right thing, and because of that, we're busy, and it's time to hire an experienced automotive technician. We spend as much time with our coworkers as we do our own family. I want them to understand they're not a number here. They're a person with a family, and I want them to be part of this family too. Do you want an owner that understands and respects what you do every day? I'm that guy. Our compensation is the best in the area. I want you to have your career with us.
Brad Olson back with you here on the NCWLIFE Channel. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been all Othello Huskies. 18-8 our score after 1 period. And I'll tell you what, Brianna Andre, 10 points in that first quarter, and Annalie Coronado with 5, leading the way for Othello. It will be Eastmont basketball to begin this quarter. Otterstetter with Andre on her. Dribbles right side, right to the elbow. Shot taken there is no good. Klinkenberg and the rebound to the Huskies. Coronado runs the show, looks left, goes right side. It's Pruneda over there. Klinkenberg knocks it out of her hands and out of bounds, and will remain Othello basketball. Just underway, second quarter, 7:34 on the clock. 18-8, Othello on top. Coronado, nice pass underneath. Trinidad, up and good.
Pillow basket, Ruby Trinidad.
Trinidad, a 4'11 senior. A nice move to the basket there. There's Noelia Johnson. Shot no good, gets her own rebound. Now she's tied up in the lane. And a jump ball is called. Alternating possession will go to the Huskies. Biggest lead of the ball game. 12-point bulge for the Huskies. 20-8, 7:17 left second quarter. Coronado down court on grade, and it's knocked out of bounds. It will remain Othello basketball. Side out, far side of the court. Remember to stick around. Second game of our doubleheader coming up right after this one as the boys take the court. Othello and Eastmont. Here's Trinidad. Right-handed dribble, goes right side. Andre underneath. Nice pass and a nice shot under there. Farman up and in.
Othello basket, Riley Farman.
Her first 2 points of the game. 22-8 our score. Hines, nice move into the basket. Off the glass, it's good. Hines now the leading scorer for the Wildcats with 4 points. Down court pass, nobody home, and that's a turnover on Othello, and we'll give it back to Eastmont. 6:38 now left second quarter, and a 12-point Othello lead. Otterstetter across the timeline, between the leg dribble, now left side, Hines left open. She's going to take the shot, no good. Who's got the rebound? And we might have a foul here underneath on that rebound, and I think it's going to be on the Huskies. And it's on Farman, Riley Farman, her first, and that's the 15 foul on Othello here in this first half. Substitution for Eastmont, number 32, Isabella Clinton, the sophomore, comes in. Noelia Johnson to the bench, only a freshman for Eastmont. Here's Otterstetter now, gets kneed off the ball by Coronado. Natalie Coronado will pick up her second personal foul. What a player. Coronado and Andrade. Very experienced, both seniors on this team, and boy, it sure shows. Here's Hines now, dribbles with that left hand to the basket, had a good look at it. It's knocked out of bounds by Klinkenberg, and it will be Othello basketball. Eastmont now comes out full court pressure and almost a turnover immediately. Otterstetter got her hands on it, but it does go out of bounds and will remain Othello basketball. Barman all the way backcourt to Andrade. Left-handed dribble, working one-on-one against Otterstetter. Ball's tipped. Back out, Farman with it, over the head. Now to Coronado, almost stolen away. Coronado Trinidad. 9 seconds on the shot clock, and then Othello turns it over. Down court, the shot taken. It's no good, and it goes off of a Husky. That was Isabella Clinton with the layup, but it goes out, and it will be Eastmont basketball. 26 seconds on the shot clock, so lots of time for the Wildcats here with Hines at the top of the key. Man-to-man defense for the Huskies now. Both teams have been switching off between zone and man-to-man throughout this first half. Here's Otterstetter. Left side, Hines to the baseline. Nice drive to the basket. Can't get it to fall, though. Coronado the rebound. Here she comes down court with the 12-point lead. Left hand all the way to the basket. Good. Beautiful drive. And Eastmont coach Keyshawn Williams wants to call timeout. 5:22 left to go here, second quarter. Othello 24 and Eastmont 10. We're back here in 60 seconds.
If you could live anywhere, where would it be? And what would it be like? With today's home values, this is the perfect time to sell and make those dreams real. When you work with a world-class agent at Coldwell Banker, you benefit from trusted guidance and our revolutionary seller's assurance program to make your home sale more rewarding than ever. So it really is true. Your dreams don't have to be just dreams.
Thanks to Les Schwab Tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, breathe in. Now watch your speed and breathe out. Good. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So turn here.
Help keep drivers and backseat drivers safe with Les Schwab Tires.
Tonight's broadcast brought to you by Harvest Valley Pest Control. Living healthy, local, and pest-free. You can rest assured with Harvest Valley Pest Control that they're using kid and pet-safe material around your home or office. Call Harvest Valley Pest Control today for your free estimate. 509-423-2207. 5:16 left to go second quarter rather. And we've got a turnover out of that timeout, and it will give it back to Othello. That's 5 turnovers now on the Wildcats this half, 4 on the Huskies. Othello once again facing that full court pressure. Down court, such good ball handler. It's going to be a tough team to press, but Eastmont does get a turnover. Back down the other way, it's Otterstetter. Shot taken, Noelia Johnson is no good. Underneath the rebound is Weems rather. Back to Klinkenberg off the glass. Gets her own rebound, no good. Gets a rebound again, and this time she's tied up under the Eastmont basket. Jump ball called, and it will be Eastmont basketball. Nice job on the offensive glass by the Wildcats there to keep that possession alive. Down by 14, 24-10. Here's Otterstetter. Near side wing, steps back, takes the shot, but is called for the traveling violation. Just as she stepped back, the Steph Curry move that these high school players like to use. Got to keep that pivot foot planted. No problem breaking the press this time for the Huskies. As Pruneda has it, gets it to Coronado. Right-handed dribble, goes to the right side to Farman. Underneath, and a nice steal by Hines. Hines, great ball handler, down court. Underneath, shot taken by Weems, a little bit out of control, too hard off the glass. The ball goes out of bounds, and the referees are looking at each other, and now they decide it's Othello basketball. 4:24 now left to go. Substitute into the game as Brianna Andrade comes back in, and she'll replace Ruby Trinidad in the Husky lineup. Also back into the lineup for Eastmont is senior Emma Bergen.
Substituting for Bella Otterstetter.
Once again, full court pressure. It's like 1-2-2 zone full court press. As Andrade looks things over, comes near side in front of the desk to Farman down underneath the basket. Shot is taken and a foul on the arm. It was Pruneda with it down there. And this foul will be called on Anna Klinkenberg, her first.
Foul, Anna Klinkenberg.
That is the 5th team foul now on Eastmont, and sends Emmy Pruneda, the sophomore, to the free throw line.
Emma Pruneda.
Free throw, first one is good. Pruneda now 2 for 3 from the line with 4 points unofficially here in this first half. Right-handed shooter, second one on the way. It's also good. 26-10, now the biggest lead we've seen in this half as we approach 4 minutes left to go before halftime. Baseline, Eastmont, nice drive to the basket, Noelia Johnson, but short on that layup. Boy, she wanted that too, the freshman. And it will remain Eastmont basketball. It's hard to believe that Noelia Johnson is only a freshman, but playing very well here so far. Underneath it is Johnson, step move, can't get it to go though. And the rebound underneath is Pruneda. She's going to bring it down herself across the timeline and then hands it off to Andrade. Near side wing, Coronado thought about the shot. Hines on her, picks up her dribble, and now down low in the post. There's Andrade, nice move, good. 12 points for Brianna Andrade here in this first half. Berggren left over for open for 3, and it's good. Emma Berggren with her, Bergen, I should say, with her first basket of the night, and it's a 3-pointer, 28-13. Underneath, Pruneda to the basket, layup, good. Pruneda with 7 points in this first half, and it's 30-13 now. Here's Hines. Inside, Klinkenberg throws one up there, can't get it to go. Bodies on the floor, another jump ball is called, and this one will go the way of the Huskies. 3:03 left second quarter. Substitutes in for Eastmont. Otterstetter back in there, and also Isabella Clinton also checks in. Once again, 1-2-1-1 this time. Zone press, no problem for Coronado. Stops at the free throw line. Thought she'd take it, doesn't though. Andrade down baseline, wide open down there for the shot. Was Mondragon no good, and back the other way come the Wildcats. And we've got a carrying the ball call. We haven't seen that a lot, but I've noticed that Otterstetter kind of gets into that little bit of a rhythm on her dribble where she carries it a little bit, and that time she was called for it. Here's Pruneda, now to Andrade for the Huskies. Back to Coronado, down on the baseline. Pruneda drives the lane, the basket, good. You just can't give a player the baseline that and a free dribble all the way to the basket. We've got a 19-point lead now. Hines to the basket for Eastmont, no good. Gets her own rebound, puts it back up, no good. This rebound, nice save by Mondragon into the hands of Coronado. Down court, one-handed pass off the hands of a Wildcat, and it will remain Eastmont basketball, or I should say Othello basketball. This is a solid team. They're going to make some noise, this 2A Othello Husky team in the CWAC as Andrade comes out. 2:18 left, first half. Coronado now to Farman, back to Coronado. Thought about the shot with Hines on her. Eastmont is kind of stuck with a man-to-man now for most of this half after coming out in a zone. Shot taken right at the shot clock buzzer. And we've got a foul called, and I think Pruneda will go to the line and shoot 2.
Eastmont foul,
Emma Bergen picks up another foul. Boy, I think that's foul number 3 is what I've got her for here. Emmy Pruneda to the free throw line. First one is good. Substitution for Eastmont into the ball game is Amelia Hardy, the sophomore. in this 33-13 game. 2:05 left to go second quarter. Substitute off the Othello bench too, number 15, Stephanie Gonzalez, a 5'2" junior. Pruneda made the first free throw. Here's the second one on the way, also good. 5 of 6 from the line for Pruneda in this first half. Under 2 minutes now left to go in the half. Here's Otterstetter. Kicks it out. Shot taken for 3 is no good by Clinton. The ball rolls out of bounds, and it will remain Eastmont basketball. Weems will bring it in for the Wildcats. Does so to Hines. Now top of the key. Otterstetter stops, takes a shot from the free throw line, partially blocked, and then picked up by Gonzalez to Coronado, goes out of bounds, and it's off of Coronado, so it will be Eastmont basketball. Weems side out, brings it in to Hines with 1:40 left second quarter to Otterstetter. She's going to stop, and then it gets blocked. Took a little bit too much time to get that shot set up. Shot taken by Weems, and we've got a foul on the arm. This one will be on Stephanie Gonzalez.
At the Wildcat free throw line, shooting 2, Kylie Weems.
Weems at the free throw line. First one on the way is good. First points of the night for Kylie Weems, the senior guard for Eastmont, and she'll get another one here. Second one rolls around and goes in. 34-15 as we creep up now, and a minute and a half left to go before halftime. Othello with the basketball. Here's Coronado. Across the timeline. Still with the dribble, kicks it out. Gonzalez, left-handed shot, no good. Rebound to Clinton. And back down court comes Hines now for the Wildcats. Kicks it out, Clinton. She's going to take the long shot for 3, no good. Nice block out by Coronado. Gets pushed out of bounds. And she kind of lost her balance there and fell out of bounds, and it will be Eastmont basketball. With 1:06 now left to go second quarter. Weems inbounds to Otterstetter to Clinton. Free throw line, and took too many steps there, and that'll be turnover number 8 now on Eastmont here in this first half. 1:03 left to go before the break. And a 19-point Othello lead. Here's Pruneda with it across half court. Still on the dribble all the way to the basket. Reverse layup is good. How about that shot by Emmy Pruneda? 10 points in this quarter for Pruneda as Clinton is tripped up. And that was Riley Farman. That'll send Clinton to the free throw line. Isabella Clinton, a sophomore for Eastmont. 36-15 in this game. Clinton, no points yet tonight. Right-handed shooter, free throw on the way, no good, and the rebound into the hands of Gonzalez, not of Mondragon. Pushed from behind, no call there. Cross court, Farman with it. Now back to Coronado. 32 seconds left in the half. Top of the key, Gonzalez again. Right side, Mondragon. Give and go Gonzalez, but there was a push from behind, and we're going to have another Eastmont foul. This one will be on Isabella Clinton. Both teams in the bonus now. 26 seconds left to go before halftime. Free throw is good. All right, 36-15 now our score. 18 seconds left. Rebound underneath. And back the other way comes Othello. Here's Coronado across the timeline. 9 seconds left in the half. Mondragon on the baseline, and she is called for a traveling violation. Both teams now with 8 turnovers here in this half. 5 seconds left on the clock. as Otterstetter will bring it in for Eastmont. Down court, here's Hardy. 1 second. Shot taken at the buzzer by Weems is no good, and that's how our first half will end. At the break, it's Othello 36, Eastmont 15. Halftime show begins here on the NCWLIFE Channel in 2 minutes. Stay with us.
Are you dealing with a pest or weed issue and you just don't know what to do?
We use the best pest control methods approved for areas with kids and pets.
Whether it's rats, mice, ants, or spiders, or something else altogether. We provide the coaching and solutions you're looking for.
And you can know that your dollars are supporting a local, family-owned and operated business.
Allow us to help you get back to living healthy and pest-free. Harvest Valley Pest Control.
Hi folks, welcome to Save Mart. How can we help you today?
We're looking for a recliner.
Okay, right this way. Go ahead and move this chair on the other side. You can just
Great, I want that one. I like that one.
That's a great choice.
And I want this one as well.
Okay.
And I definitely want this one.
Ooh. You'll find it at Save Mart. Full service at a low, low price.
When your heating or cooling system is giving you trouble, call the diagnostic doctor from Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning.
Here's the culprit right here.
All joking aside, when you call Dick's, you're calling 35 years of experience at customer service right here in the Wenatchee Valley. Dick's strongly believes in repairing before replacing, and they service all major brands of HVAC units.
When the people you serve are your friends and family, you see the world a bit differently. You understand that your survival depends on the health and strength of your relationships. Your word is your reputation, and that doing the right thing is the only way of life that matters. At Confluence Health, we remain humble. Trust is a gift that is earned, a privilege, an honor. And we remain grateful for the trust you place in our hands.
We are at halftime of our non-league game tonight on the NCWLIFE Channel. Doubleheader action tonight as the 2A Othello Huskies come to town and take on the Eastmont Wildcats. Our first game is at halftime. It's the girls on the court. It's been all Othello in this one, leading Eastmont at the break by a score of 36-15. Othello had an 18-8 lead and then outscored the Wildcats 18-7 in that second quarter to make our halftime score 36-15. Today's broadcast is brought to you by Sangster Motors. They're family owned and operated, and they're home of the all-new electric Hummer pickup and SUV. So check out Sangster Motors. Also check out Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning. They're providing heating and air conditioning service and installation since 1982. Serving residential and commercial, they specialize in indoor air quality installation and service or repair. And it's been, as I mentioned, all Othello Huskies here in the first half at Eastmont. Both teams have done a nice job of taking care of the basketball, but boy, we had a lot of fouls in that first half. Both teams committing 8 personal fouls in that half. And you can tell this is a very experienced Othello Husky basketball team. They started off the season with a huge win over the Wenatchee Panthers, 79-14, and then followed that up with a loss last Friday to Wapato by a final of 55-39. And boy, by the judging how proficient Othello is at this basketball game, it's hard to believe that Wapato beat it by that much. Wapato must be very good because Othello, a very strong team. Meanwhile, Eastmont, they began the season with a loss at Hanford, 78-66, and then a 30-point loss to Ellensburg here at home last week. So both teams come in. Eastmont 0-2 and Othello with a 1-2 record in that CWAC. We'll take another 2-minute timeout and we'll come back and take a look at all of our halftime stats and more as our NCWLIFE basketball coverage continues right after this.
When you call Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, you're calling on 35 plus years of experience in the Wenatchee Valley. Spending extra time in your home, you may have discovered an unwanted aroma. Stinky feet, pets, who knows what. Call Dick's today about installing their Train Clean Effects electronic air cleaner or a Rheem Halo ultraviolet air purifier. Either way, the air quality in your home will be improved. Proudly servicing all of North Central Washington, call 884-6444 today.
We were in Roseburg in the early 80s. Our oldest son, Dan, was a defensive back, a starter on that team. They in fact, became Oregon State champions, setting the first undefeated 14-0 season in Oregon's history. And a lot of people were losing jobs. Friends had left the community. It was a hard time. That football team and companies like Abby's kept that place alive and the community spirit alive. That's legendary.
If you could live anywhere, where would it be? And what would it be like? With today's home values, this is the perfect time to sell and make those dreams real. When you work with a world-class agent at Coldwell Banker, you benefit from trusted guidance and our revolutionary seller's assurance program to make your home sale more rewarding than ever. So it really is true. Your dreams don't have to be just dreams.
Hi, my car's making a funny noise.
Not a problem. We'll take care of you.
Global Car Care's technicians are ASE Master Techs and well-versed in the more refined methods of vehicular diagnostics.
Number 3 piston and rings have a slight loss of compression, down to 108 pounds. Your transmission is slipping. You're gonna need a service.
Looks like you all set.
These guys? They're good.
Oh, and your spare is flat.
Global Car Care, Wenatchee's top shop.
Tonight's broadcast on the NCWLIFE Channel also brought to you by Global Car Care. Your vehicle is their #1 priority. Diesels and European cars are their specialty. Pickup and drop-off is available. Stop by their website at globalcarcare.net. And by our friends at Les Schwab. Les Schwab takes your safety seriously every time you stop by. Let's take a look now at our halftime stats, and we'll begin with the Eastmont Wildcats. Leading the way so far is Elizabeth Hines with 4 points. 3 points each in that first half for Emma Bergen and also Bella Otterstetter. Otterstetter 1 for 2 from the free throw line. 2 points so far for Kylie Weems off the bench. Both of those free throws. She's 2 for 2 from the line. And 1 point off the bench for Tamron Heimbigner. She is 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Eastmont shot 2 out of 4 from the line for 50% and committed 8 first half turnovers. And now for the leading Othello Huskies, leading the way, Emmy Pruneda. 13 points unofficially in that first half, 5 of 6 from the free throw line, 12 points in that half for Brianna Andre. She hit 2 3-pointers. Also 7 points for Annalie Coronado. She hit a 3-pointer in that first quarter. And then 2 points each for Ruby Trinidad, Riley Farman, as well as Ruby Mondragon. From the line, sizzling for Othello, 6 out of 7 from the free throw line. And like Eastmont, committed 8 first half turnovers. All right, we're at halftime. Just about ready for the second half. We'll take another 2-minute timeout, and then it's the tip. Third quarter action coming your way from Eastmont as we continue our broadcast right here on the NCWLIFE Channel.
You don't have to be a member to enjoy the view and dine in style at Highlander Bar and Grill, located in East Wenatchee. Highlander Golf Course has added 2 state-of-the-art full-swing simulators. Food and drink service is available from our full-service bar and grill, offering breakfast, lunch, and dinner 7 days a week. Indoor and outdoor seating available. Call Shalane, our on-site coordinator, to schedule your special event.
I'm Brian Thorpe, and I'm proud to say that Global Car Care is growing. We always do the right thing, and because of that, we're busy, and it's time to hire an experienced automotive technician. We spend as much time with our coworkers as we do our own family. I want them to understand they're not a number here. They're a person with a family, and I want them to be part of this family too. Do you want an owner that understands and respects what you do every day? I'm that guy. Our compensation is the best in the area. I want you to have your career with us.
The agents of Kennedy Real Estate Group are committed to providing the ideal client experience. We believe in the power of relationships. Why? Because we don't just work here, We live here. From the nonprofits we serve, the parks where we play, and the local businesses we support, our team understands the value of living in the Wenatchee Valley. Let's begin your real estate story.
When the people you serve are your friends and family, you see the world a bit differently. You understand that your survival depends on the health and strength of your relationships. Your word is your reputation, and that doing the right thing is the only way of life that matters. At Confluence Health, we remain humble. Trust is a gift that is earned, a privilege, an honor. And we remain grateful for the trust you place in our hands.
And welcome back. Second half just underway. It will be Eastmont basketball to begin this half. To the baseline, no shot taken. Rebound. It's Noelia Johnson takes the shot, no good. Tried to save it, and it is saved to Otterstetter. Now top of the key, it's Elizabeth Hines. Left-handed dribble, tries to force her way and can't do it. Bergen takes the shot, no good. And then we've got a foul on the rebound, and I think it might be Klinkenberg over the back, and it is. So that's number 2 on her, and that's our first team foul of this second half. Eastmont once again comes out in full court pressure. It's Pruneda to Coronado. Excellent ball handler. No look pass down low, and then it's thrown away by Andrade. Back the other way, and then a steal right back by Othello. So both teams with a turnover here early in this third quarter. Coronado looks at that three-point line and then puts it up from the baseline. Good. She's got 10 in this game, in this 39-15 game. Bergen. Left-handed dribble, goes underneath. There's Klinkenberg off the side of the backboard, no good. Pruneda the rebound. Back the other way is Emmy Pruneda. Excellent first half with 13 points. Now Coronado looks for help, finds a driving player to the basket. It's Farman up and in. Farman now with 4 in the game, and it's now 41-15, a 26-point Othello lead. Here's Otterstetter, shoots too hard. Rebound into the hands of Andrade, now to Coronado. Dribbles across half court to Andrade, near side wing, looks for someone inside. Coronado posting up, nice give and go to Pruneda in there, and she is fouled as she tried for the layup and hit her left elbow, it looks like, on the floor. Boy, I don't know if you've ever done that, but that really hurts. The foul is on Klinkenberg, and that's quickly 3 fouls on her. Some medical staff comes out now. Pruneda goes to the free throw line. I think she has to go out now. Coming in is Ruby Trinidad for her, and she'll have to shoot these free throws. Boy, that does sting, landing right on your elbow. All right, so Trinidad will be shooting these free throws. 2 points so far in this game. First trip to the charity stripe. 4'11" senior, right-handed shooter. First one in and out, no good. Huskies, as I mentioned at halftime, just sizzling from the free throw line. That first half, 6 out of 7. Second free throw bounces around, missed them both. And back the other way come the Wildcats. Here's Klinkenberg, top of the key to Hines. Hines drives in, and a jump ball is called as she is tied up in there. And our first alternating possession of this half will go to Othello. I do want to mention that in the ball game now is Aubrey Noel, a starter for most of last season, just making her first appearance in this game tonight. Not sure if she was injured or maybe a little bit sick coming into this one, but this is the first time we've seen Aubrey Noel here tonight. Noel has it, top of the key, now to Bergen. Bergen puts up the 3, no good. Nice block out underneath by Weems. She falls to the floor and then is tied up. This will be another jump ball, and it will be Eastmont basketball. 5:49 left third quarter, 41-15. Might be a little something on the floor was, and the referees take care of that. It will be Eastmont basketball as Weems will bring it in under their own basket. Looks for some help, gets it down to Hines, takes the shot blindly, no good. Trinidad the rebound, and an outlet pass to Coronado. Goes right side. Back out Coronado, sets up the offense. Lots of time on the shot clock, and then the ball is thrown away as Farman couldn't get her hands on that one, and it goes out of bounds. 11 turnovers now on Othello in this game. With 5.5 minutes left, third quarter. Bergen now to Noel, top of the key. Dribbles right side, Klinkenberg with it, almost had it stolen away. Tries to get it back, and another jump ball is called. And this time it's Othello's turn with the alternating possession. Just a little bit out of control that time on offense for the Wildcats. And now Othello with the basketball. Up handily in this one here with 5 minutes almost left in the third. Farman underneath. Mondragon to Coronado. Left-handed scoop shot. Almost got that to go and does draw the foul. This foul is on Aubrey Noel, her first, and now 3 quick team fouls on Eastmont here in this third quarter. Coronado at the free throw line, 10 points, first free throw attempt, and it's good. Solid basketball player, Annalise Coronado, 5'10" senior. Second free throw also good. 12 points now in the game. 13 for Pruneda and 12 for Andre, leading the way. Missed shot, and Weems picks up her 4th point of the night. Eastmont again, full court pressure, and it worked that time. Nicely done, and it goes out of bounds. And it will be Eastmont basketball. Weems side out, will bring it into Hines. Dribbles into the lane, falls to the floor, and then lost the basketball, and then it's thrown away. So dueling turnovers. Here's Hines in the lane. It's good, and she's fouled. Nicely done by the sophomore Hines. And this foul is on Trinidad. Ruby Trinidad, her second, the first team foul on Othello. So Hines, the left-handed shooting sophomore for Eastmont at the free throw line. First one on the way is good. So Hines completes the three-point play, has 7 now in the basketball game, and another turnover on the press for Eastmont. Layup good by Klinkenberg. That's her first 2 of the night. Coming back the other way, the ball is thrown out of bounds. Is Othello now having some trouble with this full court pressure? Have cut the lead to 21. It was just 26 a minute ago. 4:26 left third. Here's Coronado. Crossover dribble, working full court on Weems. Dribbles Beyer into the lane. Left hand all the way to the basket. Good. 14 now for Annalise Coronado. 45-22 our score as we creep up on 4 minutes left in this third quarter. There's Noel. Now to Hines. Outside the lane. Tries to put the shot up, but it looks like a foul is going to be called instead on Riley Farman. And that is, and that's her second. And now 2 team fouls on Othello here in this second half. And that will send Elizabeth Hines to the free throw line. Hines, the sophomore. 1 for 1 was just there. Free throw good. Substitution into the game is Emmy Pruneda. Had that outstanding first half with 13 points. Hines made her first, second one on the way. Up and good. 3 for 3 now for Hines from the line. 9 points in this game. Only had 4 at the break. 5 points this quarter for Hines as Eastmont tries to claw their way back into this one. Here's Coronado, double teamed on the baseline. Threw it off a leg of an Eastmont Wildcat, and it will remain Othello basketball. Here's Coronado, dumps it down. Pruneda in the lane. Turnaround jumper is good. First points of this second half. She has 15 unofficially now to lead all scorers in this one. It's 47-24. Bergen to Noel, top of the key. Right-handed dribble, gets a screen from Weems. She's open, gonna put the shot up. It's good for 2. So Noel, her first time in the ball game, and hits that 2-pointer, and it's 47-26. Andrade now. Quiet here so far in this third quarter. Had 12 points at the break to Coronado. Gets a screen. Coronado jump stop. Gets it back out. Here's Andrade for 3. In and out, no good. Rebound to Hines. Hines picked up full court by Andrade. Just spins out of trouble and crosses the timeline. Bergen, right side, baseline jumper for 8. Good. And that's Emma Bergen's first 2 of the second half. She has 5 in the ball game. Eastmont has cut this lead to 19 now after being down by 26. Trinidad, baseline, Mondragon. The shot won't go. Trinidad at 4'11" had her hands on it, and then Bergen takes it away. Bergen slows things up, gets it to Klinkenberg in the lane. Left-handed shot, and she draws the foul. It's Andrade called with that foul. That's foul number 2 on her. 3 team fouls now on both teams here. And that will send Anna Klinkenberg, the senior, to the free throw line. Klinkenberg with 2 points, her first trip to the free throw line. First one, no good. 2:23 left to go third quarter. 47-28. It's been all Othello here in game number 1 of our doubleheader tonight, right here on the NCWLIFE Channel. Klinkenberg, second free throw on the way. This time it's good. So 3 points for Klinkenberg and a timeout called by Othello and head coach Adolfo Coronado. 2:23 left to go third quarter. Othello 47, Wenatchee 29. We're back courtside in 60 seconds.
We were in Roseburg in the early 80s. Our oldest son, Dan, was a defensive back, a starter on that team. They set, in fact, became Oregon State champions, setting the first undefeated 14-0 season in Oregon's history. And our kids still talk about that. I go back now, too, and I think about all those great days and great times. The neat thing is that we can go back in today and still enjoy the same quality food that we enjoyed 50 years ago. That's legendary.
You've got a lot to do today. While you're out and about, remember to dispose of your unused medications safely and anonymously. It's a simple act that makes your home a safer place. Next time you're at the pharmacy, just place them in the drop box. To find a location, visit medproject.org.
2 minutes, 23 seconds left to go third quarter. It's Othello 47 and Eastmont 29. Othello has had as much as a 26-point lead in this one. Eastmont has cut it to 19, and it will be Othello basketball out of that timeout. Eastmont, this press has worked well for Eastmont here in this third quarter. Coronado gets it to Andrade, and now to Perneda as the Huskies come down court. Coronado. Weems on her. Right-handed dribble. Goes underneath to Andrade. Double teamed. Back out to Coronado. Behind the three-point arc. Puts a shot up too hard. No good. Pruneda the rebound. And she is called for the double dribble. And that's turnover number 7 here in this quarter for Othello. 3 on the Wildcats. That press has done the job for Eastmont here in this second half so far. Noel now. Back down court for Eastmont. Klinkenberg, bounce pass down low. Weems takes the shot. It's partially blocked and goes out of bounds and will remain Wildcat basketball. 20 seconds on the shot clock for Eastmont. Weems to bring it in, does so. Bergen. Not a Noel, left side wing. Crossover dribble. Bergen left open. She's going to put up the long shot. No good. Nice block out by Weems. Back up and in. And Weems has 6 points for the Wildcats. Once again, Othello, a heck of a time trying to break this press. Coronado tried to throw it off the leg of a Wildcat. It did go to Perneda and then back to Coronado. Minute 17 left to go, third quarter. Coronado out to Trinidad, back to Perneda. Shot taken, late whistle, and it'll be a call against the Eastmont Wildcats. Kylie Weems charged with that foul. That's 4 team fouls now on Eastmont here in this half. Kylie Weems, her first. And that'll send Emmy Pruneda to the free throw line. She is 5 for 6 in this game. Misses that one. And substitute Riley Farman back into the lineup for Othello. And she'll replace Ruby Mondragon. So Pruneda, free throw is good. 48-31. 17-point Othello lead. Eastmont trying to claw their way back underneath. Noel wasn't ready for that one. It goes out of bounds. And that's the fourth turnover on Eastmont here in this third quarter. Just a tick over a minute left here, third quarter action. Once again, Eastmont full court pressure. Farman gets the pass across half court. We've got another foul, this time a pushing foul. And it's on Anna Klinkenberg, and I've got her unofficially for 4 fouls now. And that's 5 team fouls on Eastmont here in this third quarter. Substitute into the lineup, I would think so immediately, as Johnson comes in, Klinkenberg to the bench. So Noelia Johnson, the freshman, a lot of good minutes here tonight for Eastmont. Coronado trying to clear out the lane. Gets a screen from Andre, backs up behind the three-point line. Good. First points of this third quarter, and 15 now in the ball game for Annalie Coronado. Underneath, Weems is up and in. 51-33. Pruneda back down court, 3-on-2. Shot taken, baseline, Trinidad, good. She's got 4 now. Reach-in foul underneath as Hines tried to make her way to the basket. And Trinidad with that foul. And that's her third personal. 4 team fouls on Othello. So Eastmont will bring in another basket. No Eastmont basketball. 19 seconds left to go, third quarter. We'll do it all over again. It's Weems looking for some help, finds Noel on the baseline. Noel just steps back and puts the shot up. It's good. 4 points for Aubrey Noel now. And now underneath, Pruneda quickly down court. Didn't get it to go. 3 seconds left. 2. Here's Andre. Farman gets the shot off too late. And that will end our third quarter. After 3 here at Eastmont High School, it's Othello 53 and Eastmont 35. Fourth quarter coming your way in 60 seconds.
When your heating or cooling system is giving you trouble, call the diagnostic doctor from Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning.
Here's the culprit right here.
All joking aside, when you call Dick's, you're calling 35 years of experience at customer service right here in the Wenatchee Valley. Dick's strongly believes in repairing before replacing, and they service all major brands of HVAC units.
Hi, folks. Welcome to Save Mart. How can we help you today?
We're looking for a recliner.
Okay, right this way. Go ahead and move this chase on the other side. You can just
Great. I want that one. I would like that one.
That's a great choice.
And I want this one as well.
Okay.
And I definitely want this one.
You'll find it at Save Mart. Full service at a low, low price.
Well, the Eastmont Wildcats outscored Othello in that quarter, 20-17, but the Othello Huskies still hold an 18-point lead as we head into this fourth quarter in game number 1 of our doubleheader tonight here on the NCWLIFE Channel. I'm Grant Olson, and great to have you along tonight. Aubrey Noel will get things going in this fourth quarter to Hines in the lane, and we've got a late whistle and a jump ball called, and the alternating possession immediately here in this fourth quarter will go to Othello. Just underway, 7:51 left in the game. It's been all Huskies from the start, led at 18-8 at the end of the first quarter, 36-15 at halftime, and now take this 53-35 lead into the fourth quarter. Ball is knocked out of bounds. It will remain Othello basketball. As Coronado slaps the ball, gets the play going. Into Farman, back out to Coronado. Coronado calling for Farman to come out from the baseline. She doesn't, so she goes to Mondragon instead, who throws it away. And back the other way, it's Elizabeth Hines. Mondragon on her. Hines can't get the layup. Rebound, Bergen can't get it to go. Here's Hines again, throws it back up there, and she draws the foul. Nice job on the offensive glass again by the Wildcats. This foul will be on Riley Farman, and that's her third and the 15th foul now in Othello. So both teams with 5 team fouls heading into this fourth quarter, 2 more. And the teams will be in the bonus situation with Elizabeth Hines now at the free throw line. 3 of 3, make it 4 of 4 in this game. 10 points, the only player for Eastmont in double digits now. As Mondragon comes to the bench and Pruneda back in there for Othello. Hines, the lefty, sophomore, made her first. Here's the second on the way and gets the bounce. 53-37, now a 16-point lead. Eastmont has cut 10 points off this lead, which once was 26 points. With the basketball now, it's Gonzalez, hands it to Farman. Farman in some trouble with Hines on her, hands it to Coronado, and she is bumped out of bounds. And this will be a foul on Kylie Weems. That's her second, and now the 16th foul on Eastmont. Side out for the Huskies, 7:03 left to go fourth quarter. Here's Coronado, look for a screen, didn't get it, now stops in the lane, puts up a tough shot, no good. Pruneda, though, the offensive rebound, and a jump ball is called again, and this time it will go to Eastmont as Coronado is on the floor in pain right under the Othello basket. Might have twisted that ankle as she went into the lane as Coach Coronado and the medical staff come out to see what the problem is here. Might have twisted that left ankle. Boy, they're looking at it. Or maybe it's just a cramp too, a calf cramp. That would be the best scenario of all if it was just a cramp, but we'll wait and see. 6:51 left fourth quarter. It's Othello 53 and Eastmont 37. And while the injury is, players injured on the floor, we will take a 30-second timeout and come right back. Stay with us.
The agents of Kennedy Real Estate Group are committed to providing the ideal client experience. We believe in the power of relationships. Why? Because we don't just work here, we live here. From the nonprofits we serve, the parks where we play, and the local businesses we support, our team understands the value of living in the Wenatchee Valley. Let's begin your real estate story.
We're back, and Annalie Coronado is up on her feet, favoring that right leg. Boy, it just looks like it's a cramp in that right calf. It hurts so much it almost makes you laugh, and that's Coronado coming off the court. Boy, and if you've had a cramp in that calf, you know what she's going through right now. That is painful. So we're hoping, an excellent basketball player, that's all it is. 14 points in this game for Annalie Coronado. All right, alternating possession as we are back to live basketball. It's Eastmont ball. Noel streaks down the court. Time running out for these Wildcats. To Klinkenberg, tried to save it and right into the hands of Othello. Nice steal by Gonzalez to Farman now. Dribbles to the baseline and it goes out of bounds and will remain Husky basketball. Medical staff still working on that right calf of Coronado, trying to get that cramp loosened up. As Andrade now sets the offense for Othello. Up by 16, baseline. It's Mondragon. Takes a couple of dribbles and stops. Now to Andrade with Elizabeth Hines working on her. Andrade, baseline jumper. Nice move, no good. Mondragon, the rebound, puts it back up, no good. There's Andrade with another offensive rebound. I think we've got a hold on one of the Wildcats here. And it will be, and it's on Aubrey Noel, and that's her second, and now 17 fouls on Eastmont, so free throws the rest of the way for Othello. Brianna Andrade at the line, has 15 points, but no free throws yet tonight. First one on the way is good. 16 in the game now. For Andrade, I've got 14 for Coronado. And 17 through Pruneda in this game. Second free throw also good. 55-37 as we approach 6 minutes left in the fourth. Here's Noel. Dribbles left side, gets knocked to the floor, and another foul is called. This one's on Gonzalez, Stephanie Gonzalez, her third, and now 16 fouls on Othello. This is a shooting foul, so Noel will go to the free throw line. Has not shot a free throw yet in this game. Didn't play in the first half. First free throw is good. You'll get another one, 55-38. Noel's second on the way, it's good. So Noel, time she's been in there, 6 points now in this second half. A little bit of a spark for the Wildcats in this 55-39 ball game. Here's Pruneda, dribbles to the top of the key, right-handed dribble all the way to the basket, under pressure and couldn't get that to go. Bergen the rebound, and it's stolen from behind by Pruneda. Got to talk with your teammate, let you know somebody's coming up behind you there, and another turnover by Eastmont. That's 14 now in the game. Gonzalez underneath Andrade, scoop layup, and she was pushing off with that left arm, and an offensive foul is called, and that's number 3 on her. So both teams now in the bonus the rest of the way, 17 fouls each, with 5:32 left to go in this game. Here's Noel for the Wildcats. Across the timeline, goes left side, Bergen, stops there on the baseline, back out to Noel, keeps her dribble alive, crossover. Left side of the key, and then as it's stolen away, not yet, as we're probably going to have another jump ball. Ball is still loose on the floor. Hines down there. Andrade grabs it. A jump ball is called, and it will be Othello basketball. 5:11 left fourth quarter. 16-point Othello lead. Inbounds, it's Pernado with it, looking for a screen, gets it from Andrade, and then dribbles to the left side. Pass in the key, Andrade spins around, can't find anyone, and then too hard to Gonzalez, and it goes out of bounds. That's 17 turnovers now unofficially for Othello in this one. 5 minutes exactly left to go fourth quarter. 16-point Othello lead. It's Hines, left side, Bergen going to take another long shot, no good, and we've got a push on the rebound. I think it's an over the back on Klinkenberg, but let's see. And it is, and that's it for her. I've got her for 5 personal fouls now off the bench for Eastmont, and it is 5. So Anna Klinkenberg fouls out of this one with 3 points in the game and 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Noelia Johnson will check in, the freshman. Some good time tonight for Johnson. Hasn't done a lot of scoring, 2 points in the first half, but boy, she's going to come around and be a pretty decent ball player for these Wildcats. Free throw. First one, Farman, good. And here she is, Annalise Coronado. Great to see her back out there. I believe it was just a calf and that right leg, and that takes a while to stretch out. Farman now, second free throw on the way, also good. 57-39, 18-point Othello lead. Here's Weems with it, and she throws it into the hands of Andrade. Back come the Huskies. I'm guessing going to take as much time off the clock now as they can. Andrade, just the opposite, goes to the basket, good, and she's fouled. 19 points, and that foul is on Noel, and that's her third. What a game for Brianna Andrade. What a three-headed monster on this Othello team. It's Brianna Andrade, Annalise Coronado, and Emmy Pruneda. Free throw good. And Othello does complete the three-point play. 4 minutes, 32 seconds left in this one. All Othello. It's the Huskies 60 and the Wildcats 39. Back in 30 seconds.
If you could live anywhere, where would it be? And what would it be like? With today's home values, this is the perfect time to sell and make those dreams real. When you work with a world-class agent at Coldwell Banker, you benefit from trusted guidance and our revolutionary seller's assurance program to make your home sale more rewarding than ever. So it really is true. Your dreams don't have to be just dreams.
Tonight's broadcast also brought to you by Abby's Pizza. For more than 50 years, Abby's has proudly served the Northwest with toppings to the edge, 100% real cheese and freshly rolled dough. Make it an Abby's Pizza tonight. Also by Confluence Health, high-quality care close to home. Confluence Health is dedicated to improving our patients' health with safe, high-quality care in 12 communities. 4 minutes, 32 seconds left to go in this one. Game number one of our doubleheader, and it's been all Huskies in this one. A 60-39 lead with 4:31 left to go. Here's Aubrey Noel now for the Wildcats to Bergen across the timeline. To left-handed shot from the baseline is no good, and Pruneda the rebound, being hounded there by a couple of Wildcats and gets it away. Coronado now. Near side wing, Farman. Picked up there by Hines. Farman dribbles out of that pressure, and then a reach-in foul. This foul is on Elizabeth Hines, and that's her first foul of the game. And to the free throw line, Riley Farman. 6 points tonight, 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Right-handed shooter, first one on the way, bounces off, no good. Farman get another one, second one on the way. This time gets the roll. 61-39, halfway through this fourth quarter from Wildcat Gymnasium. It's Hines with it. Now Bergen again. Boy, she's going to try that spot until she gets one. I'll tell you, I think she's about 0 for 4 from that spot. The ball goes out of bounds on off a Wildcat, and it will be Othello basketball. Once again, Eastmont comes out, full court pressure. They've had some really good success under this press here in this second half. Once again, Othello, a heck of a time trying to get it across the timeline, and we've got over and back called now. That's unofficially now 18 turnovers on the Huskies. Eastmont with 15 in the game. But the Huskies with that 22-point lead. Here's Hines for Eastmont. Dump pass, Bergen. Hines left side, nice head fake, drives the baseline, puts up a tough shot, no good. Weems the rebound, back up and in. Weems has had a very solid second half, 8 points in this game now. As Farman comes back the other way to Pruneda, and she did take an extra step there. That's another turnover on Othello here. Trinidad checks in. Also checking in is Stephanie Gonzalez, the junior. Trinidad, a senior, at 4'11". 3 minutes, 20 seconds left to go. 20-point Othello lead. As the Huskies look to go 2-1 on this young season. Here's Hines to the basket. Good, and she's fouled. 13 points in the game for Elizabeth Hines, the sophomore. And that will send Elizabeth Hines to the free throw line. 5 for 5 from the charity stripe for Hines in this one. First one on the way is good. And she completes the three-point play. 14 points for Elizabeth Hines now in this 17-point game with 3 minutes left to go, fourth quarter. Here's Coronado. Hounded by Weems, top of the key. Weems tip poke, checks it away. Coronado gets it back, kicks it out to Andrade. Andrade dribbles to the baseline, looking for some help, keeps her dribble alive. Tried to find Coronado, but threw it away instead, and back come the Wildcats, and then we've got a double dribble call against Weems, and that'll give it back to Othello. With 2:40 left to go, fourth quarter. Coronado, I think, still feeling that right calf a little bit. Grimacing a bit out there and trying to stretch that thing out. Here's Andrade now. Beautiful ball handling the top of the key. Shot taken for three. It's good. Maya Cantu just into the game and hits that three-pointer, and it's back to a 20-point lead. Hines underneath. Shot taken under there is no good. Shot put back up is no good. That's Lauren Pythian. And back the other way come the Huskies. It's Coronado on the dribble. 2 minutes now left to go, fourth quarter. Coronado left alone and missed the layup to the basket. She can't believe it as she kind of limps back down the other way. Here's Hines now into the lane. Left-handed shot, puts it up, no good. And the rebound underneath to Coronado. Coronado once again with Hines on her. Beautiful ball handling, right side. Once again, same spot for Pythian. Can't get it this time, and Noel the rebound. Right side, Bergen. Three-pointer from the wing is no good, and there's Andrade with the rebound. Across the timeline, 3-on-3, and Andrade's going to pull it back out and use some of this game clock. Now at a minute 15. Coronado one-handed pass dangerously down to the baseline. Andrade saves it there, and back to Coronado. 10 on the shot clock now for the Huskies. Andrade dump pass, beautifully done, down low. Coronado up and in. 17 as well for Annalie Coronado, the same as Pruneda now in this game, and we've got a timeout called by Keyshawn Williams, coach of the Wildcats. Our score with 51 seconds left. Othello 66 and Eastmont 44. 60 seconds and we're right back. Stay with us.
Are you dealing with a pest or weed issue and you just don't know what to do?
We use the best pest control methods approved for areas with kids and pets.
Whether it's rats, mice, ants, or spiders,
or something else altogether.
We provide the coaching and solutions you're looking for.
And you can know that your dollars are supporting a local, family-owned and operated business.
Allow us to help you get back to living healthy and pest-free. Harvest Valley Pest Control.
When you call Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, you're calling on 35 plus years of experience in the Wenatchee Valley. Spending extra time in your home, you may have discovered an unwanted aroma. Stinky feet, pets, who knows what. Call Dick's today about installing their Train Clean Effects electronic air cleaner or a Rheem Halo ultraviolet air purifier. Either way, the air quality in your home will be improved. Proudly servicing all of North Central Washington, call 884-6444 today.
51.9 seconds left to go in this one. Eastmont with the basketball out of the timeout. It's Noel. 22-point lead for a very solid Othello Husky girls basketball team. To the basket, it's Noelia Johnson, can't get it to go. Back out to Weems. Now it's Noel. She takes the shot, and she's fouled as she went to the basket. With 34 seconds left. This foul is on Kaylee Valdez, who was just checked into the lineup. Her first personal foul. 9 fouls now in Othello, 10 on the Wildcats here in this half. Noel at the line. Free throw, good. 7 points in this second half for Aubrey Noel. Did not play in the first half. Had a pretty solid second half here. Free throw on the way, off the front of the rim, no good. Mondragon the rebound. And Othello trying to use this clock up. Here's Cantu. She is called with carrying the basketball. That's 13 turnovers on Othello here in this half unofficially. 21 in the ball game. Many of those caused by that Eastmont press here in the second half. Bergen again baseline, drives this time, and she's double teamed, tries to get it back out, and instead it's picked off by Gonzalez. Now Mondragon at the baseline to Gonzalez, top of the key. Head fake, wanted the shot, doesn't take it to Mondragon. She's on the baseline and then gets it stolen away by Weems. 4 seconds left to go. Noelia Johnson, the layup, it's good at the buzzer. And that does it for the ball game. Our final score in game number 1 of our doubleheader tonight on the NCWLIFE Channel. It's Othello 66 and Eastmont 47. We'll take a 2-minute timeout and we'll come back with final game stats right after this.
I believe we've been coming to Abby's for 56 years, isn't it?
Yes,
yeah.
56 years.
Remembering all the events as a family and a community that we spent at Abby's.
Excellent and delicious food at an affordable price. We're delighted that we live close enough to be able to be a frequent customer.
And we are.
And we are. In fact, we've got orders to bring home a giant pizza when we leave here tonight.
I'm Brian Thorpe, and I'm proud to say that Global Car Care is growing. We always do the right thing, and because of that, we're busy, and it's time to hire an experienced automotive technician. We spend as much time with our coworkers as we do our own family. I want them to understand they're not a number here. They're a person with a family, and I want them to be part of this family too. Do you want an owner that understands and respects what you do every day? I'm that guy. Our compensation is the best in the area. I want you to have your career with us.
You don't have to be a member to enjoy the view and dine in style at Highlander Bar and Grill, located in East Wenatchee. Highlander Golf Course has added 2 state-of-the-art full-swing simulators. Food and drink service is available from our full-service bar and grill, offering breakfast, lunch, and dinner 7 days a week. Indoor and outdoor seating available. Call Shalane, our on-site coordinator, to schedule your special event.
The agents of Kennedy Real Estate Group are committed to providing the ideal client experience. We believe in the power of relationships. Why? Because we don't just work here, we live here. From the nonprofits we serve, the parks where we play, and the local businesses we support, our team understands the value of living in the Wenatchee Valley. Let's begin your real estate story.
Cats with 10 points. Eastmont committed 16 turnovers in the game and was 14 of 18. Much better shooting from the free throw line in that second half. And now for the winning Othello Huskies, leading the way is Brianna Andrade with 19 points, 17 for Anna Lee Coronado, and also 17 for Emmy Pruneda. 17 of 22 from the line for Othello in the ball game, and the Huskies committed 17 turnovers. Our final score in game number 1 of our doubleheader, the ladies on the court, and it was all Othello beating Eastmont by a final score of 66-47.
Thanks for watching tonight's live coverage of local high school sports on the NCWLIFE Channel, your local TV station. Tonight's broadcast has been brought to you by Abby's Pizza, Biosports Physical Therapy, Clean Connection, Coldwell Banker Cascade, Confluence Health, Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, Global Car Care, Harvest Valley Pest Control, Highlander Golf Course and Grill, Kennedy Real Estate Group, Les Schwab, Sangster Motors, Save Mart, Together for You, and TC Slingers. This has been a special presentation of NCWLIFE Channel Sports. We now return you to normal programming already in progress.
And the shot, nice shot to the basket.